Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. Still in the book, doing what I do. I got something nice for you. I got a new book I'm about to introduce to you. So, I'm busy. I got some stuff going on for 2025. Let's go to keep you alive and show you how to survive. Let's do this thing. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going? Let's get there together. So I'll ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical. But if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and think and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. We in phase 2 of the Sema Tawi divine. We doing divine love now. Okay. Right think, let's talk about Sema Tawi of divine love. And we're going to talk about Sema Tawi Tawi of meditation. My favorite. So let's get to cracking. I like stuff like this because this is what I'm teaching. I'm teaching now. Now, the Sema Tawi of divine love, I give that concept to all y'all belief system followers, Christian, Muslim, and Jews, because y'all all trying to get to God. I understand the concept of religion. Don't subscribe to how y'all practice it, but I understand it. Moving on. So no harm, no foul. I'm not talking against you. I'm just using it as an example. This is all for learning purposes. Now, the general discipline in all temples back then was scripture, per Harut, and temple inscriptions. Disciplines of devotion. What is that? You see right here? You see a guy right here paying homage to a bird. Okay, that's the Bennu bird, but you see he got the crown of a sar, the 2 plumes on the side. He got the sar, and he's worshiping him. He's showing homage, praising him. Okay, this is the concept. For God, we didn't have graven images. We gave a philosophical concept, and we gave him anthropomorphic form to show that we're using the quality of that animal, not the animal. So understand that. They got a bunch of but we understood what they was. Y'all don't. Like the Masons. Y'all see us. Y'all know what we do, but everybody know about us. Same thing. It never changed. When those on the outside don't know what's going on the inside, all they can do is speculate and throw out rumors. Understand that. And they're never right. Okay? So let's talk about the discipline of devotion. Being God conscious is discipline of devotion. Be God aware, Christ conscious, everything conscious of God. That's what you're trying to get understanding. And the first step to that is what? We back to listening. There we go again. Listening to what? The myth. We're telling you, this is a myth for educational purposes. We're going to break it down, tell you a story full with a bunch of subliminal messages, esoteric messages that you can use and better yourself with. So we're not worshiping a bunch of crazy gods and animals. So please understand that. I want to keep expressing that. But yeah, listening to the myth. What's the myth? The story about Christians, the Genesis, the Exodus, all those are myths. All those are stories, allegorical stories. But that didn't really happen. If I just said all those, or mythological, allegorical, don't ask me that stupid question. A myth is to get to know the divinity that you're trying to show devotion and love to. In our case, it was Asar. They call him the Greek Osiris. Every culture had a god that they had. They go back to Merodach, the Anunnakis had Enlil. Everybody got God concept, and that's fine. It's gonna be that way forever. It ain't gonna change. Okay? Why? People have something to believe in. Hence, belief system. The belief system is to keep the people believing in something. I, on the other hand, deal with a Gnostic system. Oh, there's another one. A knowing system. You take your belief. I keep saying, I don't have a problem with your belief. I deal in the knowing. That's where we part ways. Let's go. But if your belief gets you to know, we're on the same wavelength. My pastor is a knower. Why? Through his belief and faith in that, but he followed. Ain't no problem with that at all. Okay? So get understanding. When you study the God of everything he do, all his magnificence, all his glory, all those things that you learn through what? Meditation on him, being conscious of him, living to obey him, and knowing that he will bless you. Young people, if you learn this trick, I'm going to let you know something. The older people know that if they just live right, do good things, do right things, good things that happen. And for young people, if you're doing what your parents tell you to do, you're doing good in school, you got good things going, don't your life seem to be going fun every now and then, a little bump in the road, but mostly you're enjoying your life? That will continue if you do just that. Stay out of trouble, don't do the wrong thing, and life will be fun. Life ain't got to be a struggle. Life ain't got to be rat race, all that nonsense. No. You understand something, you find what works for you, and you, like my man TD said, you work it. He right about that. Work what you got, okay? And a philosophy compared to a belief system, you got two different entities working. So understand that. I'm giving you information that you can use. I'm not telling you to believe nothing I say. I ain't trying to get you to none of that. I'm trying to get you to know you or be your best self, and he'll recognize that, and you and him will have your own relationship. Moving on, that's my goal, for you to know thyself, God, and you are one. Next one, it says, empathize with the God. Everybody know Christ gave his life for us. He died for our sins, and we still sinning, so I don't get that concept. But the idea was, y'all show empathy for him. And every time I look around and see Christ up on the cross, I'm like, why would y'all? Okay, but hell, we show Osiris in the coffin, so touche. But empathize with the mythological character, a.k.a. the God of your choice, or of your understanding. My man said it best. The God of his understanding. The God of his understanding, the one that he served. He ain't got to serve the God that I believe in, again, or the one I know. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, he doing what he's supposed to do, that God that we both think is different, going to do the same thing for the both of us. Bless us. And flip side to that is, that same God will punish you. So it ain't but one. So what you think, believe it is, that's fine. That doesn't change the fact what it is. All right? And the other part to that is romanticize. When Asar, spirit, and that nature, nature, mortality, when they saw each other, it was love at first sight. He fell in love with nature, mortality. She fell in love with the spirit. Between them two, you get Anubis. That's your discernment character of your personality. So we taking your personality and mixing it to create other parts of your personality to justify, to show you how you can cultivate and learn and understand how to be your best self by what? Knowing yourself. Through your God and goddess aspects that we're trying to tell you about yourself. So when you fall in love with the myth, Jesus, okay, that's fine. I love Haru the same way y'all love Jesus. See, I can surmise any way you want. Why? It's all about every individual having the right to make for himself or herself the decision to believe or not believe, worship or not worship, who they feel think is best for them. I ain't trying to tell you to worship my God. No, I'm telling you to find God for yourself. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I could care less. Moving on. So I'm not here to do that. I'm here to wake you up, to get you conscious of your higher self, which we know to be God. So I'm showing you how to get his attention. Live right, think right, do right. Oh, he recognizes that. He sees all. Now, the next one is, okay, the ritual about the myth. Every Sunday, they go to church, talk about the Bible, and get verses from there, and inspire and motivate. I got a problem with that again. I practice that with them. I fellowship with them. Fine. But the ritual is not the end all be all. A lot of us get caught up in the ritual. We just love the ritual. We love going to church. We just love being in that environment. It ain't what you do at church. It's what you do outside of the church. The church is the meeting place for common people of the same cult following, the same concepts and views and belief, what they're going to call it. But that's what you do. But it's what you do every day that makes the difference between your higher self and when you offering the offerings to divinity. Perpetuation of the act in what? Acting like God. Be Christ-like. See? I can sum it up for y'all too. I got the ancient concept. This is before Christ. So I ain't thought about Christ. I just know this is Haru. This is me in the flesh, being who what? Like my father, God, Asar. But I gotta be aware of who? My ego self, who will destroy me. Simple. The enemy within. They ain't always the enemy out. And you chant the name in church. Y'all sing hymns, okay, of the divinity. Again, everything is Christ. Yeah. You sing praises of the divinity. Again, that's worship. I understand that. The third part, this where a lot of people fall short. In the Masonic order, we got 3 degrees. They get the apprentice degree, they get the fellowcraft, and for some reason or other, they don't come and get the 3rd degree. But they'll go around telling people that they're Masons, which they are, but you don't. No, you don't. If you're not a master Mason, or Mason in training to become a master, you're not a Mason, you're a perpetrator, okay? A fraud. Let's go. There's a lot of them going around too. But the concept is, when you worshiping God, divinity, you want to what? Commune with that divinity. Well, how do you commune with God? Ding, 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 ding. Come here. Come here. Put your ear closed. Meditate. Clear your mind. Let the information come to you. And all you got to do is download it, understand it, and then start using it. Well, how do I do that? Again, meditation, downtime, free time, away from everything. What you got to tell you what? Steal yourself. Sorry. But he making me stop. Why? I'm about to talk to you. When you do it willingly, he ain't have to do that. He ain't got to come into your dream and try to get the message to you, beat you over the head with the same concept. Why? I can't have the same dream. Yeah, he trying to get a message to you. Philosophically. But yeah, God works through every individual. You got your own. So you need to know God what? For yourself. Me telling you how good God is to me don't help you one bit. I see the preacher telling me how good God is. Yeah, just send your money, donate your money. I'm going to send you a blessing. Moving on. I don't sell God. God ain't for sale. Moving on. You can't tell everybody that. Other parts of the the third degree, the third part of master self is the mysticism. They call it the mystical experience. Yeah, the experience is mystical. Why? Because it's all internal. Melting of the heart. That's when the mind comes down to the heart level and realizes, oh, we are the same. Yeah, hello, you found God. And that's called the melting of the heart. And what you're doing now, you're dissolving into the divinity. Your ego self is starting to give into what? The higher self. Because you put the work in to find yourself and be your best self. You're rewarded for that. And what happens? You identify with the divinity and yourself being one. I'm God. I can't tell people I'm God because they don't understand the concept. They don't understand the philosophy. So that's the waste of your time. It's going to create distinction arguments. So don't bother that. You know yourself to be God. That's enough. You can act like anybody else and do what you need to do. But in your heart and mind, you know who you are. That's the goal of self-knowledge. That's my aim, to get you to have just that. So it ain't about what he think about you, what she think about you. It's about what he think about you. If you're doing the right thing, he'll reward you for just that. Moving on. I'm not here to preach. That's a philosophy that I teach and live by. Okay? And the commission teachings of devotional love, it's cool to love God. Some people think it's embarrassing. No, I talk to spiritual people, good Christians. They get it, they understand it, and we're on the same page. So I'm going to follow with that. It's the fake ones who want you to believe they blessed out, want you to believe they God conscious. I ain't got to believe. All you got to do is show it. Talking about it don't do nothing. Moving on. So I'm tired of hearing how good you are. Man, show me. We ain't got to talk about it. Now, down here, this is the hieroglyph. Right there. It says Mary. Mary, that's the hieroglyphic for Mary. It says, God is termed Mary. And Mary is what? The beloved one. When the Christians gave you Mary, the beloved one, mother of Christ. See where we're going with that? They're trying to slip it in there. But the Christians don't believe in matriarchal society, meaning women in charge. They don't want a woman in charge. They think the man should be in charge. That's where they fail. That's where they fall short to my concept. But, okay, I just showed you the concept with the guy sitting there. Okay, that's love to be what? Love and be loved. That means you giving love and you receiving love. Quick concept. Last Sunday at church, 2 weeks ago, when we had the big event for the Children's Day, I was giving love, meaning I was embracing people, and I was getting it in return. That's such a good feeling. I was so amped, I was so spiritually high again, but that's what you want to have in life. What? That's what's real. You can't buy, steal, or cheat that. That comes natural or don't come at all. And to have that experience, only those who had the experience will understand that. That's why I talk to those who know, not believe. Let's go. Now, that person who is beloved by the Lord, in Haru, book coming forth by day, chapter 4, offering oneself to God, a.k.a., watch this. Remember when Malcolm was in prison, he couldn't bend his knees, he couldn't bow down. It says, surrender to God. When he did, life changed, didn't it? Perfect example. Becoming one with God. That's the goal of human beings who are spiritual beings who are in the flesh and humans. Our goal is to become one with God by knowing ourselves to be God. Hope that makes sense to you, because that's the lesson I'm trying to get across to you. I'm going to come back with the Sema Tawi meditation. That's a lesson of its own. I thought I could combine the two. Nah, I'm going to break them down one by one. I'm enjoying this. So, again, knowing thyself is your human part becoming spiritual. Spirit and matter. When matter gets conscious, it becomes spiritual. That's what every human being should aspire to do. Why? Because that's what's going to get you out of this loop of reincarnation and life and death, birth and death. Why? Until you get it right. My goal is to help you get it right so we can avoid that technique right there, that philosophy or that lifestyle that, well, I like being here. So, okay, you don't know God, you don't know yourself. You like being here, you'll be back. Why? You can't go to heaven with that mindset. Change your mind. That's my goal, to get you to know yourself, and that's what we'll do, just that. Change the mindset to be what? Your best self, so you would know yourself and God to be one. I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, but I'll be right back. I got a bunch more for you, and guess what? The Glorious Light. I got the book too. I'll bring you some information on that. That's the meditation. Okay, I got 2 books on that. Trust me, I enjoy doing what I do for you. So in closing, right thinkers, I got to get out of here. May all my right thinkers, let it be 100. Me, I take 100 miles a day, so I never know that my right thinkers have passed away. But, you know, the philosophy with Maya, we don't die.